I arrived at Tidmouth Sheds to find Harry getting ready to start steaming up Henry. I looked to see the other engines in the sheds being steamed up. I believe they were James, Gordon, Duck and Molly. I walked up to Harry and he was a hit upset, saying how I was late even though I was right on time. His belief was that if you're on time you're late. I just laughed and I got to work preparing Henry's fire. As we began leaving the sheds I noticed a massive storm looming in the distance. I was confused as I checked the news before I left, and there wasn't supposed to be rain. I hoped that it wasn't as bad as it looked. That day we had been sitting at Knapford with a passenger train when the storm neared. The loud bangs of the thunder and lightning it showed in the distance. Henry seemed to be tense as he stared off at the storm. I chuckled and asked if he was planning on running off to his tunnel to hide again. He told me to piss off and I laughed as the last of the passengers began to board. That's when it began. Billy had been shunting a small goods train when a massive lightning bolt struck the ground just in front of the station. The ground shook as we were thrown around and we thought it was an earthquake. Boy, were we wrong. We saw the ground the lightning hit was destroyed and was moving around. This massive robotic tripedal machine rose from the ground. The lights beamed upon us and everyone was petrified. Henry looked at Billy, who looked at the thing in horror, and told him not to make a move, but he was too late. Billy screamed in fear and his crew threw him in reverse in attempts to get away. Just as he began to run, the robot raised too smaller. In an instant the entire station went into chaos. The people on the platform ran for the coaches, and the thing we later learned was Dean Trippett began firing into the crowd. Dust flew everywhere. Me and Harry looked at each other. We knew where we could be safe. Henry's tunnel. Harry wasted no time and released the brake, threw on the throttle and pulled the whistle for dear life, hoping Cecil was still in the signal box. We passed the signal box, stalled and waving from the signal box balcony. Just as we passed I saw the Trippett weapon. As we rounded the bend I heard the sound of Cecil's screams getting cut off by the weapon firing. We didn't dare look back. We saw tons of other Trippetts looming in the distance firing their laser weapons. As we were running we passed Murdoch pulling slow guns. We heard the sound of his brake squeaking followed by a loud crash. We aren't too sure what happened. We managed to race through the tunnel and the Trippett went right over. Not sure how it didn't realize we were still in here, but I'm not complaining.